Hi, mommies. Hope you are doing great and everything is awesome. Today, we're going to be talking to expecting moms, the ones who are on the very last trimester, or the ones who have just started and they just want to prepare and be prepared for the road ahead. So you see, as you are journeying, I call it a journey, the pregnancy, I call it a journey. As you journey on your pregnancy, you get so many advices. You are told, don't do this, don't do that, prepare, don't prepare. There are some cultures, I don't know if it's a culture thing or it's a family thing. They would say, don't buy clothes, don't buy the baby clothes before the baby is born. They would ideally say, wait until you get to the hospital, you deliver, and call someone to go and get you some clothes and come back. Some cultures will say, look, prepare. Cultures or families, they'll say, prepare. Look, have a full bedroom, colors, everything. And you get some people who say, you'll prepare for a girl and buy pink things, and then a boy comes. Or you prepare for a boy and then a girl arrives. So it's different. But I want to touch on the point that as you are about to enter to labor, this is for first time moms. You've never been to labor, you've had horrible stories, you've had great stories. Remember that this is a journey and God has trusted you with the child. God has trusted you with this pregnancy, and I would want you to believe that He will take you through. He will assist you to pull through to it. I would want you to do certain things. I want you to pray for the doctors who will be dealing with you. Pray for everyone who will be assisting you on that day. Pray that there will be no medical complications. Pray that everything will go well. I know we all plan to go for, some people plan for cesarean, some people just say, I just want to push. I'm the strong one, I'll push. I'll push. So as you are planning to push, have it at the back of your mind to say, if pushing doesn't happen, I'm going to go to C-section and I'm going to come out alive and I'm going to be safe. Pray about it. Don't just assume that God must just, do it. Pray about it. Pray that, Lord, as this is happening, help me. Pray also that you remain calm. Because some of the complications that I've read about is you get so anxious, you get so worried, your high blood pressure goes high and it's going to affect the child. So pray that you also be calm. You pray that, Holy Spirit, help me to remain calm. Help me to be as calm as possible. Do you see? So you pray. Look, praying is very important. I don't know what else you can do besides praying. I believe in prayer, and prayer is the one thing that kept me going. I remember during my labor, look, I've had stories. All those stories flew off the window, and I was just there. I was just praying. I just kept taping myself. And I was singing an English song. I was just, the one thing that I wanted to do was to remain calm. Like relax. It's hard, but I have to relax because the health of the baby depends on how I'm reacting. I kept taping myself to keep myself calm, and by the grace of God, I delivered a healthy bouncing baby girl. So I want you to pray. Another part is that we will give you advices. One of the most important advice, it's important according to me, was that I shouldn't come home and sleep with a child. And I was like, my firstborn child, sleep where? Will I know? I won't see the child. I can't get up, whatever. So I was hospitalized for 3 days. So in the 3 days I was hospitalized, in the hospital, they don't allow you to sleep with a child. They keep them in the cot. So now coming home, I'm like, advice. It looks like you're going to work because I've not slept with the child. It's been 3 days and she's fine. So I continued to put her in the cot and life continued. And yeah, she can sleep on her own. If she want to sleep, she's 2 now. If she wants to sleep, she'll tell you, I want to sleep. Or you'll ask her, do you want to sleep? She'll say yes. She takes her blankie and then off she goes. She will sleep. She doesn't need you to do the shaking. She doesn't need you to be doing the shaking onto her. So it's an advice I got, and it's been beautiful. Also, I mean, you stay with your partner or your husband or your boyfriend or anybody, and you want to be cuddled. How will you be cuddled with this one in the middle? So they need to sleep. So I would advise that, look, have it in the back of your mind that I'm not going to sleep with this child. And of course, there are days where I've slept with her on the same bed because there was lightning. And I thought, yo, my child, lightning, come here. And I slept with her. But I mean, I've gotten used to not sleeping with her such that it's just, yo, sleeping with a child it's hectic. You also teach the child independence so that they're not dependent on you. Because if now, best life scenario, you bring your child to visit me and I must babysit, I'm not gonna be shushuzeling your child or sleeping with them so they can sleep. I'll put them and they must sleep. And if your child is used to be cuddled before they can sleep, then you see it's an issue. So now next time you say babysit, I'm like, I can't, because your child is extra work, whereas mine is just say go to sleep and then that's it. Yes, it's not easy, but it's doable. Another thing you should bear in mind is the fact that advices will come. 100,000 million advices will come. The one thing I like saying to new moms is that your instinct and what God is saying to you, it's personal. If you're there, pregnant, 8 months, 7 months, and you just wake up and feel like my child is not fine, look, act on it. Don't let me come and tell you, oh no, this thing is normal, da. It may be normal, but your instinct is very important. If you feel like your child is not well, do something about it. You are the number one doctor for your child. You didn't get that one. You are the number one doctor for your child. If you feel like your child has flu, they probably has flu. You have to act on it. We will give you 100 advices. You see, even the advice of don't sleep with your child, it may not work in your case. It may not work for you. So with all the advices that has been said, the last decision is yours. The final decision is to be taken by you, and you need to take it. You are somebody's parent now. Come on. You are somebody's parent. You are somebody's role model. The child looks up to you. The child doesn't look up to your aunt for advice. They look up to you. You are the parent now. As much as you are looking up to your parents to guide you, the child is looking up to you. So whatever happens, if something fails, you would have failed your child, in essence. If I come, I advise you don't sleep with your child in the same bed. And then you leave your toddler to sleep alone and they roll and fall and they get hurt. You can't blame me. I gave you advice. It's up to you to decide what is best for your child. If you're carrying forward with my advice, you also need to be, cautious. You can't just put a child at the end of the bed, So you are the parent, you are the advisor, you are the one who needs to give advice, you are the one who needs to give advice to your child, so to say. So you are the number one doctor for your child. Remember, towards labor, pray. Look, prayer moves mountains. Prayer, look, I guess don't know prayer moves mountains, and a lot of things are accomplished by just praying. Just pray, believe in God, believe that you will go to labor and you will come out with a child and the child will be healthy. One of my prayers during pregnancy was that, Lord, give me a bigger child. I will not be able to handle a smaller child. I want to be able to do things for my child. I wanted to cut, you see this culture of you give birth, they do everything for you. So it's a firstborn child. They do everything for you. They birth the child. They do everything. It's nice. But now when you have the secondborn, what must happen? must do it again for you. So when you have child number 7, somebody must still come and help you through that, because you've never done it. I'm a firm believer that I can only learn if I'm doing. So if you do something for me, even if you show me I'm seeing nothing, I'm a practical person. I want to touch and do the thing. Do you see? So I wanted to, care for my child and all that. So I was like, Lord, give me a child who's biggish nyana. Like, add some meat to it, so that when she comes here, she doesn't scare me. Then I'm able to bath her and all that. And by the grace of God, I did my child's first bath, and I wasn't scared because she had a bit of meat. Because there's some kids who come, they're so tiny. Even I myself, I get afraid touching them. Like, no, this child is too tiny. So pray. God hears prayers. And remember, God has trusted you with the child. It is God who decides on conception. It is not man. It is not man-made. Somebody can say, oh, you've done this, you've done that. Look, they should inquire with the Creator. God is the Creator. He is the one who has allowed, who said, child, stay. I mean, there are people who are trying for kids. Couples who are trying for kids. The child is not coming. It is not man-made. I don't want to believe that it's man-made. Yes, people alter, they bewitch you, they do this, they do that, but it is God. I believe that it is God. It is God who gave Abraham kids in his old age. It is God. It is God. The prayers that Hannah prayed, it can only be God. So pray. Believe God that this will happen. And after God has entrusted you with a seed, be sure to take care of it the best way you can. But overall, it is God. These kids are God's kids. Hey, they're not our children. They're children of God. There's just so much you can do. The growth of the child is dependent on God. All you are tasked to do is to give. After giving birth, you are asked breastfeed the child, to give them nutrients and whatever. If breastfeeding doesn't help, science has come to play. Give them formula and all that. It is God who takes care of the kids. Always remember that. Just get it in your mind that this Kimanamudim. That's it. There's just so much you can do. But remember, pray during your labor. Pray and pray and pray. Pray. Prayer will defeat all things for you. Have a great one.